movie notes on Overcomer, 2019 film, 21 December 2024 viewing. I am at Tanis Leonhardi, she, her, hers of Seattle. I'm Tanis Presley, she, her, hers of Graceland. And these are my movie notes for my viewing today, Saturday, 21 December 2024 of this movie. And I forgot to put it in a playlist before I filmed this. So grabbing my off-channel documentation. Okay. Alright, so for this viewing, the description I came up with is it's a fiction film about the journey for a male coach and a female runner with asthma trying to finish the cross-country running season after the coach is assigned to cross-country from basketball. I have a snack of papaya fruit while talking through my notes. Yes, I brought up Elvis and Tanis donut for Top Hot Donuts, and I brought up the frosting would be papaya frosting instead of like maple or chocolate, and I was like, so Dad got me a papaya from the store. So if you haven't seen papaya, this is what a papaya fruit. I cut half of it up, cubed it up. This is about 6 ounces, and then this is what it looks like, and it has a green skin. So there we go. So I'm gonna eat that as I go through it. So this is a good one in terms of, it's a, what would we call it? Wholesome movie in the sense of it's about it, like sometimes life hands you something you're not necessarily happy with, but trying to make, not just make do, but turn it into something successful with what one is given. And so it kind of addresses that both from the coach and his family, and then the female runner and her family perspective, and how sometimes those things can collide. So, like the coach and the runner, or maybe not collide, harmonize is a way of phrasing it. It's good. I like, papaya is a milder flavor. It's kind of a, not a calorie dense food. So like this cubed up part is about 6 ounces, which is about, I think an ounce of papaya is like 11 calories. It's about 66 calories. So kind of like the anti-Snickers bar. It's a milder flavor. Might need to eat a little more to get satisfied, but I like it texturally. I kind of stopped eating it for a while because my lips started bleeding when I was eating it, so I'm careful on it. That happened when I was living in Hawaii. I found out later they had like GMO papaya and stuff that they were like experimenting with, and I was like, oh, so maybe it's not all papaya, it's like Hawaii papaya. But yeah, so this is a good one. And then that, since I'm sharing it with the movie, I think, so this is one I have, or have mild asthma. And there's a scene in here where she passes out, like, just as she crosses the finish line, like, so, and she wins the race, you know. I'm like, I was in swimming, and it was 100 yards, so 4 lengths of boat, down, back, and I was not able to finish the race. I had to climb out of the pool at the start of the 3rd length, and I was like, and watch this, and I was like, you know, it's Hollywood when the person that all miraculously just happens at the finish line. I'm like, in real life, this white girl, this Euro Native American, doesn't have the privilege of this runner. I had to climb out of the pool and have my coach be like, what? Why don't you get back in the pool? I'm like, because I'm having asthma attack. I can't breathe and I'm not having fun. I can't feel my limbs like I normally can. Like, so I'll give this movie a 5 out of 5 stars. However, there's a however. Oh, it is very much a, what's the term? When there's something dramatic playing and then there's music, it's a melodrama. I'm like, people's lives do work like that. well, there's some of us who weren't quite so privileged under the same asthma conditions during a race. I got a DNF, did not finish, instead of a disqualification, instead of a gold medal for getting first place. Well, real adversity does not yield winner. Sorry, from my own experience. All right. So there we go. The papaya is delicious. Elvis says he approves for the frosting. Now thinking forwards, I don't compete in sports anymore, but if I returned, nah, let's actually do a different. Let's escalate it. I move in with my Elvis and or my Josh, and I move in, and turns out there's going to be a little bit of a delay to me moving to Italy. But like the school, there's a less than a year for me to actually start at a PhD in physics, or a year, or like 1.00 or more, or under 1.00 years. And there's a lot of paperwork processing and stuff, so it turns out it's going to be 1.00 years or more. Then, category. So I actually will go through with my supervisor, David Beckham, employing me as an analyst, and I go through, and maybe Josh provides his input, because he also competed in running, or not competed in running, but got certain data set output times I've outputted. And maybe Karsten Varholm as well, so my Josh Kerr. And Elvis provides, my Elvis / Austin provides his feedback as well. And I take any of our own data and make sure we're not violating any human rights and stuff like that. But see if I can publish physiology research if there's anything I find on my own results, and or but emphasis being understanding my own physiology in athletic performance, running specific. I'm bringing it up with this movie, possibly with or without Karsten Varholm data set, with or without Josh Kerr data set. Let's see if I can publish that, do a single author thing, but see if we can work out some sort of like, can I include them in the research? All right, and then yeah, is that possible as a single author approach? And then my affiliation, David Beckham would get credit in that sense of the LLC employed through would then be my affiliation. See if I can actually get something published before I even start a PhD. I do like find some physiology journal, and maybe I don't, but like no harm done, kind of, so to speak, in terms of just understanding my own physical stuff. Does it relate to asthma and running, or is it something else I focus on? There we go. And then it gets made into a, I win a, like 2 days later, but not 2 days later, 2 days later, I win the Wolf Prize in physiology or medicine or whatever. No, it's physiology with the Wolf Prize, and the physiology or medicine for the Nobel Prize. So then the Wolf Prize goes Wolf Prize in physiology, and then I get a TED Talk where I wear a skin tight onesie in the colors of the asexual flag, and it gets made into a big Hollywood movie where it cuts from the TED Talk I give and that onesie on the physiology stuff with my Elvis / Austin in the audience, and we get this Hollywood picture made, and it has Baz Luhrmann as the director. And potentially some of the other guys I've mentioned as like producers, and Miley Cyrus plays me, and Logan the creator, the YouTuber, plays Elvis / Austin, and it cuts from the TED Talk where he's sitting kind of below me in the audience, and I'm above him. I'm an overcomer. I'm on the stage, to the bedroom where I'm on top. There we go. My movie notes on Overcomer 2019 film, 21 December 2024 viewing. Oh, and Papaya, 100 out of 10. Very good.